What's up, y'all? So, I've got a 2018 Chevy Traverse. Had an AC leak. Customer came in, I put refrigerant in it. It's got the new refrigerant 1234YF. Very expensive. I did not want to just, keep charging it because they came back because it was leaking again. We charged it. I could not find a leak. I looked quite diligently. Could not find a leak. They came back about a month later. Wasn't working very good. Looked around for a leak again. Couldn't find it. After that, I rescheduled them for a day where I had a lot of time to just start looking and tear things apart. I basically took the bumper cover off. I put these back on now, but I had taken the grill shutters loose and moved them out of the way so I could, look at everywhere on the condenser. Quite a fast leak. So I put dye in the system. A lot of people don't like that, but I mean, you're limited with the options. You either have to use one of the sniffers, which I did use on this, or dye with these, or have one of those, $5,000 CO2 test kits, which, is quite expensive. I do not have one of those. So in this case, I use dye. It seems to work just fine with these systems, as long as the dye is compatible with 1234YF. So was really having a hard time finding the leak on this thing. I even took the inner fender off back here in the right rear to see all these lines because, I'm trying to just narrow down this leak. I don't want to just keep charging the system, and hope that the dye gets accumulative enough so where I can find the leak. That's expensive for the customer. And I ended up finding the leak. I'm putting this out because I'm hoping it'll help somebody else. I did find the leak right here. See all these like splotches here. The inner fender sits right up against that, like the foam, and I mean, we're in Michigan, so a lot of dirt and road grime and salt in the winter, and you can see this car is quite filthy under here. Lots of dirt has been falling off of it while I've been working on it. That is where my leak is. I found it with the Icon leak detector, AC leak detector. It worked quite good. I would have never found this leak without it. Because on my inner fender, up here, I didn't really see much either. This is off that right rear tire. But after I found that leak, I came back to my inner fender and I noticed there was a little bit of an oily spot right there. Right there. You can kind of see right here, the little outline, and then all right here is all a little oily. That glows under the black light, whereas this area here does not. So I know that's dye. The hard part is this white stuff glows too because it's white, and white things glow under black light. So I think what happened, this is quite a big leak. It leaked out after about a month. That's quite severe. I think most of it got absorbed in this white stuff, and so that's why I was having such a hard time finding the leak. Because if I would expect if this stuff wasn't there, I would have seen dye all over this inner fender, and then spraying out all over here in the back, all over this this area, wherever the edges of the inner fender, which I think is like right here. I would expected to see dye all over here, which I did not. The dirt could have been hiding it for sure. I can see a little bit of a haze along this high pressure line that's leaking, but yeah, that's basically my leak. Hopefully this helps somebody. That's just right rear tire. There's the rear evaporator up in there, the drain. I did not find any information online about this being a common leak point. It may not be, but it's the leak that I found. I'm confident that the evaporators are not leaking. I used the leak detector in the vents. Got nothing. I checked the lines everywhere else, the heat exchanger, everything. I'm confident this is my leak. I'm just putting this out. Hopefully it helps somebody, saves you time, so you don't have to take the entire front of the car apart like this, like I did. So yeah, that's what I'm hoping, and I guess that's the story. That's what I got. Hope that helps you. thanks for watching. Have a good day.